Hello everyone and welcome back to another amazing live stream. I apologize, I'm a little bit late today, but I think we didn't miss anything yet. Oh wow, look at that drop in gold, guys. Look at that drop. What a legendary drop. What happened right there? So I will tell you what happened right there is that this news just came out. This news, oh man, market is going crazy. Just crazy. Wow, look how this 15-minute candle, 4-hour candle just closed. So let's start with the top-down analysis and then we'll get into the trade ideas and how the market is going to give us an opportunities now. So let's see. Oh wow, man, that's a lot of crazy news. Absolutely crazy news. Not even normal. Not for a second. Oh wow. Dollar good for the dollar. That means it's bad for gold. Oh wow, that's why gold is pushing like this. Alright, I think I have a basic idea about what's going on. Hey, hello Alex, man, how you doing, bro? Good to see you on the live stream. Welcome, bro. Man, you saw what's happening? Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy what's going on right now. Look at gold. How many pips was that? Damn, it's about 1,000 pip. 1,000 pip drop. Man, that's crazy, dude. That's not normal. But so I'll start with the top-down analysis real quick and then we'll get into that, the juicy part where we will be looking for the trade. Alright, so on the previous weekly candle we closed at a support level that looks like that because of one positive news, which is that Iran and America, USA, we're getting into a peace deal, but it doesn't look like it anymore. It looks like they were just bluffing and there is no any peace coming anytime soon. They were just bluffing us. So on the daily time frame we have a very clear support area right here, and it looks like price, I believe it's trying to tap this area. I believe price it's going to tap this area probably today if there is any news coming up. Alright, so we have a big huge meltdown on gold right now, and the closest area of support is right here. This is the closest area of support, so we should probably see some sort of a retracement or a pullback on the lower time frame. Oh wow, man, look at this huge candle, about 555 pips. Man, that's absolutely crazy, just insane. Wow, just insane. So now price have dropped a lot, like price dropped very much. So best case scenario is now just to wait for a pullback, I believe. Oh wow, so it looks like this is one of the days where gold will keep melting and melting all over the place non-stop. So what we are looking for now is just a resistance to be formed on this area. We have a very clean range to the left hand side to both upside and downside. So all what I want to see is just a pullback from any area right there. Just a pullback which is consists of one green candle followed by a red candle. That's all what I want to see. For buys, I don't think we can take any buys anytime soon with all this negativity going on gold, because before this news gold was right here. So now I believe it will go back to this area where it came from before this news was released. I believe on Thursday, right? Yep, it was released on Thursday, and gold was just melting. It come up here after this news, just kept going up. So yeah, we will just be waiting for a pullback. So how are you doing, Alex? Man, good to see you. Man, crazy news. Crazy news. Thank you for sharing my the link, bro. Thank you. Yeah. So I wanted to see, is this financial juice subscription, is it for free or does it cost some money? The resistance front and Iran have said their agenda to completely block Strait of Hormuz and activate other fronts. Oh wow, including Bab al-Mandab. Oh wow, man, they are going to make it very worse. Very worse. Oh wow, that's very awful news for gold actually. That's very bad news, bro. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, man, that's very amazing. Man, been a crazy week. Crazy week. What's going on? So the best case scenario is just wait for some sort of pullback. Anywhere that it could be formed would be nice. Anywhere, because all of these ranges we have a lot of clean ranges to move into. It's only clean ranges. Yep, I believe it will keep melting and oil should probably be skyrocketing now. Oh wow, look at that, how oil is pushing up, man, like there is no tomorrow. It looks like it's going to all-time highs this time. This time oil looks like it's going all-time high if this news is really true. Iran stops message exchange with the US in protest against Zionist crimes. Oh wow. It's actually there will be no talks until Iran's demand on cessation of Israel operations in Lebanon and Gaza are met. Oh wow, man, that's amazing. Access of resistance to activate all fronts. And Iran have set their agenda to completely block the Strait of Hormuz and activate other fronts. Man, this is actually not that bad news. For gold it is very bad, but for the world I think they just want full peace. But America will not give them. I hope they give peace for everyone, like in Gaza and Lebanon, all the Middle East and other areas. There will be peace everywhere, because who would want war? Yeah, NFB. Oh wow, NFB? When did we have that? Let me check real quick. Was it NFB? Really? It's manufacturing. Why it doesn't show here NFB? That's weird. Maybe. Where is NFB? So it shows for you, but it doesn't show in Forex Factory? Bro, that's weird. That's weird. Oh wow, look at that retracement. That is very good actually. Now it's giving us a range, a tradable range. That's very nice. Where is NFP? NFP today? What? NFP released today? I don't think it was today. Right? US manufacturing PMI. I think it's a different than NFP, this manufacturing PMI. service purchasing manager. It's not like farm index or stuff. Non-farm payrolls. Yeah, I don't think that's NFP, bro. It doesn't look like NFP, but it looks like gold is giving us the retracement we need to take this trade. Probably now by in around 30 minutes, I guess. Looks like we are going to have a very, very nice trade, which is a very good news. We'll probably be waiting for this 15 and 30-minute or 30-minute candle closure, which will be optimal, because now the 4-hour is creating a top wick. Look how this 4-hour now is creating a top wick. We will be waiting for the 4-hour create a top wick, and probably on the break or whenever we see any resistance that's being formed, something like this. I think you guys now know how the resistance looks like. Something like this, either from here or from there. But I think from the upside is much better. If we can get it right here, it will be much better. From the upside we have like huge range, which will be very, very nice from that side. Yeah, so now we are just waiting on resistance, basically on any time frame. Yeah, 15, 30, any time frame would be good, because the trend is extremely bearish. We have an extremely bearish trend, which is good for sales. It's good for sales. Now all what we need is just a nice closure, then a confirmation, and we are good to go. Just a closure and a confirmation, nothing else. Man, must be there is a lot of people who just blew their account now on this huge week. I believe someone just FOMO'd in and he got knocked out. Oh wow. So I was thinking to start actually like some sort of a challenge on this channel. I would like to start maybe anytime soon, maybe 100-200 bucks, like something small, and let's see to how much I can grow it. Yeah, I was thinking maybe it's not a bad idea. We can do that possibly, because with the discipline, with the right discipline, you can grow any amount of money to any amount. With the discipline and patience and more patience, you can grow any amount of money, because if you can lose it all, you should be able to make it all, right? So this is what I believe in and what I will be looking for probably in the next couple of days. Oh wow, today is the 1st of June, so probably soon. Maybe I should start it this month, because now 1st of June, I believe there will be some nice volatility and some nice price action in the upcoming month. July, August, September. As we saw the previous year, September was the best month of the year. August, September, October probably. I don't remember October, but I remember that August and September was best months of the year. So I think it's a very good idea to start right now and do a very, very nice challenge. Alright, so this 15-minute candle is about to close now. It's about 50 seconds, guys. 50 seconds for this candle to close. And I probably should journal this account very, very well. Very, very well. I think this area, this line is here is much better. It looks much better here. Let's check the higher time frame. Yep, I believe it's way much better here. Yeah, so for today I didn't take anything, not a lot of trade. I wanted to enter this but I didn't enter. I think I took something from here on my this small account, the CFD account, CFD right here, the 250k 2500k account. Yeah, probably was right there, the stop loss above this resistance area, because look at this candle how it grabbed liquidity and I got out about 1 to 1. I think it was almost about 1 to 1, somewhere right here. Yep, I think it's somewhere right here. I can probably show you that trade I took. Hello Abdi, hello bro, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. It's nice you being here on the stream. Welcome to all the loyal and good traders. I like that you guys keep showing up every day. This is actually the trait of successful people, is showing up every day. It's not an easy thing that you can show up every day. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone can do that. So just by showing up every day, even if you will not be taking any trades, it still counts. Still counts. I think it's there. Oh, it doesn't show. Yep. So I took this trade right here. Where was it? Yep, right here in the morning. I believe it was, this was London Open. Oh, it was Asian actually. It was the Asian session. So on the 30-minute doesn't look the best, but on the 15, look at that. Look at that. On the 15 it looks very decent trade, especially when the price grabbed liquidity. Look how this candle, it grabbed the liquidity and closed back into the range. So this is fake out trend side. Like on the trend there was a huge wick fill to the left hand side right here, and I was anticipating this wick fill. So I didn't enter here or not here. I just waited. When I saw this candle, I said, so what's the probability of this candle grabbing all this liquidity from here and closing like this, strong closure inside? So after this candle closed, I just placed the sell stop right there. I just placed the sell stop. I didn't wait for this top wick. Because when it first went down, it went without a top wick actually. It went without a top wick. Stop loss was about here. Grabbed almost 1 to 1, but look at that. If I let this thing run, oh wow. Look how, oh wow, 800 pips. But yeah, so it doesn't matter because we are scalpers. And this doesn't matter much. It was not the best trade, so I didn't actually take it on my future account. It's just on this account, and glad that it worked out. It worked out. This is the trade I wanted to take on my futures account. This one right down here. Look at this, but I didn't take it. Simply I didn't take it. We got a really nice closure below the range, as you can see. This candle right here, but I just waited a little bit and I didn't like how price is reacting and how this candle is forming. So I was just anticipating it, and I saw that this candle, it just broke the high and stopped me. Even if I would have entered, this candle would have stopped me. This one right there, let me show you. Yep, I believe this candle right here would have stopped me out, this one. Because I was anticipating sell after this candle closed below the range, right here. Sales was supposed to be right here, anticipating this range to be filled to the left hand side. So actually it filled the range. Look at that, it filled the range perfectly, but would have stopped me out right there. So I didn't enter. I just took this one and didn't look for trades again. I mean, yeah, would have stopped out right here on this week. So let me come back to this thing. Yep, I think. And we don't even want to take trades if it don't show up, but we have to come to the chart and show up. Yes, exactly, Abdi. That's very correct mindset. Very, very correct mindset and good thinking. Because if you come to the chart and show up, you will see how price is moving, like how candles is forming, and I'm sure 100% you will get an experience. You will get more chart timing into your side. You know that when a pilot wants to drive a plane, so when a pilot study like airplane, I mean, when he studied to be a pilot, he studied about, I think, 5 years. So after these 5 years, he need flying hours, around 150 flying hours, in order to drive a plane by himself. So now this is what we are taking when we show up, even without taking trades. This is what we are getting, chart time, which is like chart hours, which is very valuable, by the way, guys. Very, very valuable. Chart hours, like charting, chart times, it gives you a lot of experience, like very, very a lot of experience. So I had a little free time and I was watching this, and now I understand why this candle, look at this candle, it grabbed the liquidity from this candle, break the high, and then went and break the low, filled the range right here. The trade I was anticipating, but it's good. I believe I did the right decision that I didn't take it. I know the direction it was going to move down, everything was looking perfect, but I think it was a little bit overextended. As I learned from the past trades, we took something like this similar and it stopped me out right away, so I just waited and I didn't take anything else. So far, yeah, so if this candle could close a strong bearish, that would be nice. I think this would be very, very nice to move to the downside. I will be looking for that. If this candle could close bearish, I would be looking for shorts for taking sells to the downside. Let's check oil. Oh wow, I believe oil will be flying for the rest of the day. Will just be flying. Man, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, there is nothing new so far. There is nothing new. Probably if we got any more interesting news, I believe will be good. Like something to push the price to the upside. I believe it will be very, very good if we got something that can push the price to the upside. So now look at this 1 hour and the 4 hour candle is already creating a top wick. I believe this is a decent top wick. It's not that bad. That's 176 pips top wick, which is very, very decent top wick. So yeah, all what we are waiting for now is just a resistance to be formed, probably on the 15. So if this candle can close like this, we just need a little top wick, just like this, a little top wick, about 30-35 pips, 50, and then boom, we will anticipate this move to the downside. That's all what we are looking for. Hopefully will give us a nice entry before it just melt, because most of the time when price act like this, it just melt without giving like a chance to enter. This is the only issue when price behaves like this. It just simply wouldn't give you any chance to enter your position or any top wick most of the time. So we are not in a rush here. We are not in a rush. We don't need to force anything. You should learn how to let the trade come to you. You don't chase it, but just let it come to you. And I believe soon this trade is going to come to us on a golden plate. This trade is going to come to us. Yeah, probably very, very soon, guys. Oh wow, it's melting. Gold is just melting, man. I think this is quite normal, but if they closed both of the straits, so there is two Strait of Hormuz and Bab el Mandab Strait, which is it's a major pathway for oil worldwide. This is gonna be interesting. Like, hopefully they don't close them both, but this is gonna be very, very interesting if we can see something there, right there. Alright, it looks like it's breaking below this line right there, so it's not an issue. All what we need to see is just a break and closure below here. So if it didn't give us the resistance above there, look at that. 4 hour is looking absolutely amazing. 1 hour is crushing it. So we'll be anticipating the sells below this area right here, right there, on the break of the 4 hour, break of the 1 hour, and the 30-minute. All of the time frames will be breaking the low. If we just could get a closure right there in that area, I believe it will be a perfect entry and a very good setup. Yeah, will be a very, very good entry. Right there. Probably if we can get a closure below, it's will be better. So we'll wait for a candle to retrace and something like this. Look at this beautiful closure right here. Something like this. We need a closure below. Next candle, tap our line, and then boom, just melting to the downside. Absolutely just melting. That's what we are looking for here. Also, we have some, it's a nice volume time in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, very, very good volume time, which will be amazing. So just need to wait a little bit patiently. So alright, we have about 40 seconds almost for this candle closure right there. About 40 seconds closure. Hmm. I think it will close inside the range, guys. It looks like probably it's going to close inside the range. Which will not be a good idea. Oh wow, look at that closure. Look at that closure. To be honest, I didn't expect that. Oh wow, look at this 30-minute. I believe this break of the law will be legendary. Absolutely legendary. Look at that, 100 pips. Can we get also 100 pips to the downside? Man, would be perfect. Would be absolutely perfect if we can get a 100 pips to the downside if we were about to risk 1-to-1. Man, would be amazing. Would be amazing. Alright. Maybe if this week can create a nice steeper top wick till about here, would be much better. If we can see a nice steeper top wick, because this wick is very small to put the stop loss above it. It's very small. Need to wait for a better top wick. Preferably a better top wick would be nice, guys. If we can get a nice top wick, would be very nice. Otherwise, better to stay away and be careful. Careful from this dangerous trade. It's very dangerous. You know, when the volume is high like this, it can just, in a matter of seconds, it can just go anywhere. Alright, so now it looks like it's tapping this the top of the range. So let's see, just we need a little bit patience. No need to rush. No need to rush, a little bit of patience and everything is gonna be perfect. Because the reason most people losing the trades is that they are rushing. Like simply they are just rushing to trade, rushing for entry, not giving enough time for the trade to play out. Simply not giving enough time for the trade to play out. So why the rush? If you want to make money, for example, when you go to a job, you work 9 to 5, you work for around 9 or 10 hours. So in the third world country, I believe it's for like 30-40 bucks. I'm sure 100% that it doesn't go above 50 bucks. That's if you are working the best job. The best job that is there will give you around 40-50 bucks in the third world country if you are a manager. So you are working about 9 or 10 hours for 50 bucks. Why you don't wait? Just wait 1 or 2 hours. I will not take this trade. I will wait for closure. That's perfect, Alex. This is what I was just talking about, is waiting for closure. Why? Like, but this looks nice actually. Look at this oil thing. This oil thing looks nice, and also there is a gap here to fill. What do you think about this one, Alex? What do you think about this one right here? So I will be just anticipating it, looking for like on the break of the high. I'm not taking this, guys. I'm just testing it, forward testing it, if it will work or no. We will be watching it closely. Yeah, so look at Alex, for example. He's waiting for a closure like us. So the rush. Yeah, I think it was muted, my mic. I think it was muted. So this, I was saying, this is the first step, second step, and we are waiting for third or fourth step. This is the first, we got it. Tap to this area, tap above, second step, third step, fourth and fifth. Fifth is where we get our confirmation, and very high win probability trade is right about here. So yeah, this is what probably waiting for. Otherwise, if this candle close below this range right here, we'll be just looking for sells, anticipating this move to the downside. Because look now, it looks like it's slowing down. It's consolidating now on the 5. Yeah, better to wait. Better to wait for some range to be formed. Structure to be formed. Yeah, most probably I believe it can go close above this range and move to the upside soon, if we can get a nice closure. If we can get a nice closure, probably we can wait for it to push to the upside. Give me a second. Yup, Alex, I think that's a good idea not to take this trade. Man, this trade is very, very dangerous trade. Very risky, bro. Look how we moved down to the downside about 1,000 pip. We moved to the downside about 1,000 pip, man. So it's gonna be a little bit tough. Today, 1st of June. Boom. Yep, almost 1,000 pip, 1,100 almost. So it's better to wait for some sort of closure above. Let me check this. We have some area right here, I think. We need to go a little bit back. What? We don't have any. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yep, I think right about there. Probably. Closure above there. Yep, I think it looks perfect. Look how this candle closed above. Went nicely. I think this is the line that we are looking for. This is the line. Oh yeah, I think it's much better there. Looks much better now. Yeah, after the closure above, we just kept moving to the upside. Here also, I think this is the closest resistance. But to be honest with you guys, it could just shoot up without a confirmation, without a closure, without anything. Could just shoot up after it broke this candle right there. Yeah, but the best case scenario, if it break up, move a little bit down, and boom. This is gonna be a much higher probability setup. Much higher. Yup, unless we get, look, if this 1 hour candle could close like this, then we'll be good for buys. Probably will be good for buys. Oh, what's that? Let me check the news. Alright, there is nothing yet. Nothing. But this news is extremely negative for gold. So probably we should create some sort of resistance and then push to the downside. That's what I'm looking for here. To create a resistance and then move to the downside. Probably next 15-30 minutes. Probably. Mm. Probably very very soon, guys. Very very soon. Yeah, man, price is dead. Look at that closure. That's not a nice closure actually. It didn't close above, which means we are the bearish volume is still stronger than the bullish volume. Let's check this trade on oil. Let's check this. Oh look, it broke the high but still didn't break the low. Could it go and fill this wick right here? Would be interesting if it could go and fill this wick right here. Fill the gap, I mean, to the left hand side. We have a huge gap right here. So this 1 hour candle is going to close in about 13 minutes. So let's see how will this 13-minute candle closure, how will it close? Will it close above the range or below the range? Would be interesting. Wow, so soon I'm planning to start a new challenge, probably 100, maybe $200 challenge account. So yeah, I think it will be nice to do some challenge on the channel to get more. I think it will be fun, probably will be much fun and interesting if we can do some nice challenge. Alright, so next candle closure is going to be the 1 hour and the 30 minute. So stop loss is a little bit tough. If we are looking for shorts here, let's check. Sell stop loss right there. Take profit right here. Well, that's not bad. Maybe I will reduce the risk a little bit, because we have already dropped for 1,000 pips. We have already dropped for today 1,000 pips drop. Look at that. So I think I also should reduce it more. This stop loss is huge, man. That stop loss is huge. Wow, 150 pips stop loss. Man, that's gonna be tough. But look at the 30-minute candle. It's forming an impulse A plus entry. Let's check. The wick is 87 pips and the body is 66 pips. So this is a rejection wick. It's very good indication to move to the downside. Very good indication to move to the downside. All what we need is just closure and confirmation. That's all. Closure and confirmation. Abdi, I am ready to do that with you. Let's go. I mean the challenge. Yes, definitely, Abdi. I think it will be very, very interesting. And also, for example, if you can grow like $100 to 1,000, then you will be able to grow 10,000 to 100,000 and 100,000 to a million very, very easily. So this is the point of the challenge, and I believe it should be affordable. Like for most of the people around here, it should be affordable. Yeah, it just will show patience and discipline. Probably I will be trading it same as my futures account, my prop firm funded account. Yeah, it's gonna be even more fun. Yes, definitely, Abdi. Definitely, bro. So, what do you think the risk percentage that should I risk on this account? For example, if we got a... So I'm thinking maybe to start with some small but not big, less than 500 and more than 100. Probably 2 to 250. Let's say, what percentage should we risk on the... I think 200, right? 200 is not a bad number actually. I could start with 200. Yeah, I think I can do that. So Raja started with 50, but man, I don't think I want to start with 50 bucks. I think it will be more difficult. Should we risk on the challenge account? Let's say 200 bucks. $200. So there will be probably 5% per trade, or 10%, or maybe 20. Yeah, that sounds nice. Sounds nice. So you guys can choose what percentage should I be risking on this little challenge account. What do you guys think? It's better to vote before this candle closure. You have about 7 minutes, probably less than 7 minutes. So now with the most votes around here, I will be risking depending on the votes around here. I will be risking. So because it's a small account, I cannot risk 1 to 2%. So 1 to 2% is not possible, guys. If, for example, you have 10k, maybe like 20k, 30k account, at least you can risk up to 1 to 2%, but on 200 bucks, at least minimum is 5%. 5 to 10%, I think, is average. So make sure you vote now. We have around 6 minutes left on this candle to close. I think this trade is running nicely. Oh, not yet. Not yet. Make sure you vote before this candle closure right here, so we can start that. And I probably should be journaling it very, very well. Yeah, I think we can run it to 1,000, maybe 10,000 easily. We can do that in like 3-4 months. So if you check compound calculator, I think I have a compounding calculator right here. It was there. Not compound, but I think profitability calculator. Yeah, something like this. Where did it go? Where did it go? I think it was something else. It's not what I'm looking for. Percentage calculator. Not this one, not this one. So I'm actually looking for a specific one. One rate, maybe it's this one. Alright, so let's try the first one if it will be possible. Simple, optional. Oh, no, not like this. Yeah, I think there was a calculator there somewhere, but it's not this one. Compound. Not interested, thank you. Oh, I think it's not this one still. Forex compound, simple interest. So it's something like this. Let's say if we started with 200, so I'm averaging, my average percent weekly is about, I think 3-4% per week. That's what I'm averaging. Oh no, it's not per week. I think it's per more than 1 week, because I'm risking 0.5. So if I'm risking 5, multiply this by 5, so around 15%, I think. Let's say for till the end of the year. So now we have 6 months. In 6 months, compounding weekly. Oh wow, this is actually not the calculator I was looking for, but yeah, so it doesn't matter. Let's just see how much can we run it up to. I think it will be very interesting and fun to do, and also more interesting. Yeah, I will keep looking while we are waiting for this candle to close. So where is the vote, guys? Did you vote? Did you vote? Let me check. Oh wow, so we got around 3 votes. Come on guys, I'm sure the rest also can vote, so we can start this new 200 bucks challenge soon. Probably tomorrow. Probably from tomorrow I think I'm going to start this and will be trading it live, mostly on the stream. We need at least 1 or 2 more votes. It's just a click. Guys, if you want to make, if you want to make 1 million in trading, just do one thing, and that's easy. Start with 2 million. Bro. That is very funny, but I think if you start with 2 million you will end up with 100k probably. Yeah, that's very funny, man. Yeah, good one, Alex, good one. Alright guys, make sure you vote. We need 1 more vote so we can get this thing going. 1 more vote. History. So now we are waiting for this candle to close. This 1 hour candle is closing very soon. Very soon, guys. Oh wow. So I'm going to end the bull right there. Alright, so we got 3 votes of most of the votes were around 5%. It looks like most of the votes, about 5%. Everyone choose 5%. So I was looking to risk 10%, but I think 5% is a much better to let the account compound and probably could grow it nicely. So 5%, if you, let's say we are taking around 3 to 4 trades in a week. Yeah, I think it's not a bad percentage. It's not bad. Yeah, maybe I will be increasing it a little bit more. I think 5% is a little bit small, guys. 5% is probably little to grow such account. We should risk around a little bit more. But yeah, probably I will start from there and then we will see how it goes. So actually depending on the trade setup, I will be risking accordingly. Depending on the trade setup. Man, it looks like volume is dying now. It is dying. Can we see one more nice push? We need one more nice push. Now if it closed below this area right here would be perfect, but if it can close inside the range and create a support, also will be nice to move to the upside. So whenever I notice that in my recent from my experience, whenever price moves like this, there is a very high probability that it will go back and fill this range that it was in. Very high probability to correct the move. So it dropped around, I think 1000 pips. Yeah, dropped around 1000 pips. At least it can retrace half of this move, at least. Yeah, till here, exactly till this area right there. So let's see. Oh wow, look at this oil trade. It's moving, but it's moving very slow, guys. Very slow. 35 pips. Our stop loss is about 60. So if you are going to secure, you secure about here. Little bit up. So now we are just waiting for this candle to close below the range. Any closure below the range would be very good for us to move to the downside, continue moving down, because we have already created the 4 hour top wick. Look, this is basically the 4 hour top wick. Very nice top wick. Now we just need a closure, a nice closure. Let's check Nasdaq real quick. Is it melting? No, it's still there. Still there. Oh wow, oil is rejecting now. Yup, there is an inflation worries, definitely. Yeah man, we've been waiting a really long time for this closure right here. I hope we can get something soon. Something soon. So it's actually better if we want to move to the upside. I would like to see some sort of liquidity candle. Like this candle, move to the downside, break this low, and then close above. So liquidity would be grabbed already. This will be much better. So all the sellers will be entering right here on this low, and will be good to go. We'll have much better opportunity to move to the upside if it closed above. Yeah man, that's just consolidation. Just consolidation. So give me about 5 minutes. I believe I'll be back very soon. Oh wow, this candle is pushing. This looks good actually. It looks good to move to the upside, but could it close below? This is the real question. Can we get a nice closure above that range right there? Oh wow, I don't think we will get a nice closure above this range, obviously. Obviously, no closure. Oh man. So now this candle didn't close above the range and neither below, which is not a tough situation. But look, on the bright side, this 30-minute is pushing to the upside. This is on the bright side. The 30-minute is pushing, break previous 30 minutes high. So, and this new 30 minutes is going to close in about, I believe, 14 minutes. This, if it didn't just move, like it can just shoot up all the way up. So now closure above is looking good, closure below is looking also good. So yeah, I think we should just no, but this 30-minute, the thing is that this 30-minute now, it is the third 30 minutes. So if it closed above this area, will be 30 minutes that's moving to the upside, which is not good for us to take buys. Yeah, probably we should wait for a resistance, something that looks like this. Something that looks like this would be perfect, guys. Otherwise, I believe we need a retest to this area. Retap this area, boom, and then boom. Something like this will give me better confirmation, because I don't trust this thing right there. Or, so we have three options, either this or closure below. Closure below, I can enter the cells right away. Enter for cells right away if I get a closure below. Otherwise, would like to see a retest to this area, then a move up would be much better. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, not this. Yep, something like this. So this 30-minute candle closure is a little bit crucial. If we can close with a strong body, yeah, probably we will continue moving to the upside. Probably. What's that? So there is some news just coming in. There is a very high probability that ceasefire is going to happen if the attack on Lebanon didn't stop. So if they are gonna get a ceasefire, let me check the news real quick. If we can get a nice ceasefire, I think would be amazing. Yeah, but they said Iran is ready to stop this war. Iran is ready to stop the war if USA will stop fighting with Lebanon and other parties, which is a very high probability, guys. There's a very high probability. If any sort of a news could come up now, we can move to the upside. Oh, hello Rashan, how are you doing, bro? Good to see you on the live stream. So I think you missed something, Roshan, which is we were voting for the new challenge. I think I want to start a new challenge about $200. Would be looking to take it to some big number. So what do you think the good amount to risk on this challenge? Is it 5%, 10%, or 20%? Hello Florent, welcome to the stream, bro. Welcome. So I'm going to do this bull again. I am planning to start a new $200 challenge from 200. Would like to take it to maybe 10k or something, 100k. I want to have high expectation, but what do you think the risk should be on this account? Add option 15. Alright, I will make another pool for you guys. Another pool you can choose. Yeah, in 200 bucks on money, then 5% is good. So I was actually thinking about 10%, bro. I was actually thinking about 10% because in the funded challenges we risk about, for example, let's say if currently on my futures account, the drawdown on a 50k account, for example, the drawdown is 2000. What's wrong with this brush? It's not drawing. Oh, maybe the color is, that is weird actually. Oh, now it's drawing. So the drawdown on a 50k account is 2000 bucks, which is around I think this is 4% of the total drawdown, and I'm risking 0.5 to 1%, 0.5 to 1% risk per trade. So for the high probability A plus setups, I risk 1%, but for the low quality, I risk, not low quality, but A setups, I risk around 0.5. That's mean 6 trades to blow an account on, I think 8 trades, 0.5, and for 4 trades. So it's still less than 10. Let me check the votes. Alright guys, so I think 5% is not bad. 5% is not bad. I was thinking to risk somewhere around, so 5% is the minimum. Maybe 5 to 10% I would be willing to risk per trade. 5 to 10% per trade. That's what I would be willing to risk. Because for example, per day, sometimes I take like one. I didn't take 2 trades for a really long time. I didn't take 2 trades for a really long time. So yeah, I will be looking forward to start this. And I think someone in the chat, he wanted to start with me. Yes, Abdi. I think Abdi also is going to start. That would be amazing. I can't wait to see the result of this, like within 2-3 months of risking this amount. Yeah, so I believe it depends on the setup. Maybe 5 to 7% or 5 to 7. But the minimum will be 5%. This is the minimum. Alright, so what we have here, this 30-minute candle is about to close in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Oh wow. Do you guys think this candle is going to move up? For me personally, this doesn't look the best. It doesn't look the best. Yeah, I think it's a little bit tough. So let's see how will this 30-minute candle closure. Maybe if there is a fake out, we can anticipate it. I think it will be much better if there will be some sort of a fake out. Oh wow, it's pushing. It's pushing nicely. Yeah, no much volume, I agree, Roshan. But look at that, we have clean range to the left hand side. We have all this move to correct and probably going to get something soon. Some news. I am expecting some news soon. And if not, then it's all fine. It's all fine, we can wait for another day. Yeah, look at that. Look at oil is just pushing. Oh wow, it's going down. So whenever oil is going down, I believe gold should push up now. It should push. Fake out sells is looking the best, I think. If we can get some fake out sells right there. Range is not there, man. Oh, that's 100 pip. 116 pip. 30 minute. Oh, doesn't look the best, man. I think it's better to just probably call it a day. I think it's better to call it a day. Yes, but if it closes above the resistance, it will be so far from the recent support. Yes, you are absolutely correct, Florent. That's why I think probably it's not a good idea to take that. It's not a good idea. That's why I'm looking for a fake out, like waiting for this candle. If I can get a 15-minute candle that looks like this, it's much better. Because on the 30, buys looks very risky, man. It looks very risky, and the stop loss is going to be very far, right? The stop loss is going to be far. Yep, so 5%. Everyone is saying 5%. Man, I think it's not a bad idea. 5% it is. But 5% on a $200 account is like $10. 5% on a $200 account is $10. 5% equal, yeah. But 10% is like $20. I think. Let's see how will it go. Yeah, but for this 30-minute candle, I don't think buys is nice unless we see some news. We need to see something against this news. Yeah, buys are a little bit risky there, guys. Although whenever we get a closure above, I think price just went up. Look at that. So when you check the previous ranges, whenever we get closure here, yeah, no, it's better to wait. It's better to wait. It's very choppy to the left hand side. Very choppy. 15 minutes also doesn't look good to me. This doesn't look good to me at all. So let's see how this candle closes, guys. Let's see. Let's see. There is only about, I think, 20 seconds. Only 20 seconds left on the candle. But now I believe there is some volume kicking in. There is some nice volume kicking in. Oh wow, it closed above the range. Closed above the range, nice closure. Like this one. Above the range, nice closure. Oh wow, look at this next candle. Oh wow, what a push. 60 pips around, I think 62. Yeah, I think it was nice, but man, there is no bottom wick, and it's a little bit far from like the support area. Look, the support is right here, and this is just very far. Even if, for example, you take a buy here, the stop loss, I think, is not the optimal trade. Is not the A plus setup that we are looking for, guys. We are only looking for A plus setup, and this is not what we are looking for. So for the next candle, probably gonna wait for one 15-minute candle if it can close bearish. Let's see on the 1 hour, 30 minutes. Yeah, we need at least a retest from this area now. We need some sort of retracement to this area, something like this at least. Before we can take the buys. Before we can take the buys. Alright, I'm checking the news. There is nothing yet. So I'm expecting they should say something, at least like USA should answer them really quick, like Trump should say something about that. So they said here they stopped message exchange with the US, but not the peace deal. Because of, if oil is melting like this and gold is pumping, there must be something going on now behind the curtains. There must be something cooking. Otherwise it should not be melting. Yeah, I think probably this will just keep moving to the upside. Let's check. Yeah, I think there is no use of waiting the price. I believe it will just keep moving to the upside to correct this move now, because it have a clean range to the upside. And for the next trade idea, I'll be looking for sells from here. Actually, sells from here is the best, would be the best trade idea. Other than that, nothing is good. Other than that, I can't see any other good trade than this one. This was 2045. Or if this 30-minute candle can just move down and close below, oh man, if this even 15-minute candle can close below, would be so amazing. I don't think that will be possible today. Doesn't look like it. Yes, Roshan, I actually agree with you. It doesn't look like there is a chance for a trade, as price is just pushing like this. Yep, guys, that's pretty much it. I think we should call it off right there, guys. We should 100% call it off right there. It's just price just breaking. And if you were waiting for a signal, unfortunately, doesn't look like there is a signal for today. Doesn't look like it. I believe most people who are watching the live stream are waiting for a signal. Yeah, price could have been better from here, but this rejection area. So we still need. Now price is bullish and every candle and each candle is printing bullish. Now we need a bearish candle closure, and after that we'll probably be looking for sells, but I don't think we are gonna get this anytime soon right here. Yeah, and I think I got to go now. It's already too late. Yes, too late. So if you guys enjoyed the stream, make sure you leave a like, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. It was an amazing stream. I hope everyone have a good night. Just no need to wait more. I think we've been waiting here for about 2-3 hours now. You can just call it a day and come back tomorrow. The charts are here every single day. It will not go anywhere. So yeah, I think that was it for today, and have a good night everyone. Adios.